Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one thing which is going to bring down Kenya Kwanza government, then it is the finance bill. Yesterday, William Ruto's key allies from Western Kenya, led by Boni Khalwale and Cleophas Malala, could not address mourners in Kakamega. They were heckled and shouted down. The truth of the matter is that the mourners did not want to listen to any of them. As a matter of fact, because of the reaction from the mourners, UDA Vice Chairperson Seth Panyako was forced to resign on the spot. In this particular video, I want us to look at the heckling of Boni Khalwale in Kakamega, because Boni Khalwale is never heckled in Kakamega. And for the first time, he was heckled. He could not even finish his speech. I want us to look at that. But before you do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, let us listen to Boni Khalwale being heckled.
Tumetoka na hii serikali. Watanya nao. Kwamba hakuna pesa. Hakuna, tumekataa hiyo wako kuuza kila siku. Wenda. Tumelipa 29.6 billion. Hiyo ni yako. Gavana, ufanyie kazi. Hiyo ni yako. Number 2, gavana. Hiyo pesa inalipa 407. Wenda huko. Sasa badala ya 407 tumekuongeza wewe, mtapata 400. Umekataa. Unabere. When you listen to Saula, atakiliopa subanyalo malome tawe. Ataongea. Watu njia ya kwanza ni hiyo serikali kukopa pesa. Uhuru amekopa pesa, hakuna mahali ya kukopa pesa. Njia ya pili, thank you. Tunyamaze tafadhali, ndugu waombolezaji, tafadhali. Relax. Tunyamaze tafadhali, tafadhali. Relax, we are at home. Tafadhali ndugu waombolezaji, tunyamaze tafadhali. Asante. Thank you. Thank you, tunyamaze. Asante. Thank you. Thank you, Valia Manje. Njia ya pili ambayo ndio mbaya, ambayo inaumiza kila mtu, ni njia ya ushuru. Let me tell you the truth about taxation. We have two county governments here. Kuna government yangu na Barasa ya county government. Kuna government ya President Uhuru. Mukikata.
Cleophas Malala was also not spared.
Master of ceremonies.
Now, those are two key allies of William Samoei Arap Ruto being heckled. Today, William Ruto was in Busia County, and he found it difficult explaining to Kenyans the details about this finance bill. But I don't want to go into that, maybe in another video. For now, I want us to focus on the heckling of Boni Khalwale and Cleophas Malala and any other UDA leader who rose to speak yesterday in Kakamega. And by the way, there is this member of parliament who keeps on emerging. He's being loved in the Luhya nation. Listening to him.
Vitu kwa ground ni different. Wananchi wanaumia, gharama ya maisha iko juu. Na nyinyi mnaendelea kukaa huko juu, mkisanya pesa mkiweka kwa serikali. Mkianza kuiba pesa serikali. Miezi hardly 6 months, unaona sasa pesa inapotea. Kemsa. Unaona sasa sukari, ile sukari haitakani kulwa na wananchi, imeingia kwa wananchi. And they're handling it very casually. Ndugu zangu, hebu nimuulize nyinyi. Ile ufisadi na tribalism iko katika hii serikali ni ngazi kubwa. Kenya iko na makabila 43. Saa hii tunaona Kenya kila nafasi kipatikana Mkalenjin. Na mimi sina shida na Wakalenjin ndugu zangu. Lakini nasema tunaishi Kenya ya makabila 43. Sisi tunataka wakati rais anaandika watu wake, aandike kila mtu. Ama namna gani? Ndugu zangu, mnakumbuka hapo Eldoret Moi University, wakati Profesa Airo alikuwa amehitimu kwa Vice Chancellor Moi University, magavana wawili walienda kumng'oa ofisi, magavana Tolgos na Mandago. Sasa hivi wanaandika Masinde Muliro University Council. Ile kazo iko kwetu. Nafasi zikiwa kule kwingine hatupewi, tunasema ni sawa. Lakini ile ya hapa Masinde Muliro, mmeona kazi kutoka juu mpaka chini, hakuna Mluya hata moja. Waluya nje hawaandikwi, Waluya ndani hawaandikwi.
But let us focus on the heckling of Boni Khalwale and Cleophas Malala. What can we learn from that? Number one, the first thing, and this is something we should worry Kenya Kwanza, is that Kenyans are actually against any attempt to increase their taxes. As we speak today in this country called Kenya, if you have 200 shillings and you have a family of 2, you might not be able to put food on their table. You cannot. I just want to challenge you to go to any supermarket, pick the cheapest cooking oil, pick the smallest sugar, pick zile unga za kupima, zile ndogo ndogo, go and pick nyanya, 1 or 2, go and pick sukuma wiki and 2 eggs or 3. Come back here with the cost. Kenyans can no longer afford any further increment in tax. And that's the message which is coming out from Kenyans. I don't know why Ruto is trying to force this tax issue increment on Kenyans. Because when he came into office, he used to blame he used to blame Jubilee government for increase on these taxes. And used to claim that his budget had not been passed, which was the truth. But why is he now forcing Kenyans with more taxes in his first budget? So that's number one. Number two, which is something we should worry Kenya Kwanza, is that the hustler nation or the hustler narrative is dead. And it won't be revived. William Ruto sold to Kenya the hustler narrative. And they bought it and they swallowed it in the hope that immediately William Ruto was sworn in, things were going to change for the better for themselves. They expected the cost of hunger to go down because William Ruto promised them. They expected the cost of fuel to go down. Yesterday, I was just talking to some police officers and they were like, Rigathi Gachagua promised us some increment, not yet happening. So they are not very happy. In William Ruto's hustler narrative, He alleged that the problems we are facing as a country was as a result of a few families. That is Kenyatta family, Moi family, the Odinga family. And that he promised them that once they are kicked out of government, the way it happened, then all their problems will be solved. Going into the election with that hope, majority of Hustler Nation went out there to punish Uhuru Kenyatta, to punish Moi, and to punish the Odingas. And their expectations were one, that immediately Biblia imewekwa chini, everything was going to run in their way. They are now realizing that Ruto is even worse, doesn't care about the hustlers. So that hustler narrative is now dead. And that's why you are seeing these people heckling leaders. Number three, which is also very important, is the fact that Western Kenya is actually slipping away or further from Kenya Kwanza. You know, William Ruto's politics, 2027 politics, in my own perspective, is slightly different from his 2022 strategy. In 2022, William Ruto was focusing on the mountain and Rift Valley, and then hoping to top up where Uhuru performed dismally, like Coast Western. In his scheme of things for 2027, William Ruto has calculated that he's going to win Western Kenya. And then a bit of mountain is going to slip away. Then he's going to win in Coast. Based on what we are witnessing, Western Kenya is slipping. And that's why people like Seth Panyako have read the ground, the mood of the ground. And that's why he's now deciding that I'm aligning myself to Azimio. The reason he's doing that is that during the election, then he can then go and contest as a senator. And he will easily win because he's seeing how people like Boni Khalwale are being heckled. Very, very important. Number four, which is also coming out very clearly, is that Kenyans are now telling Ruto that you are a liar. They are exposing his lies, his hypocrisy. And the fact that now William Ruto cannot blame Raila, he cannot blame Uhuru, it means he's being exposed. Because how can William Ruto now blame Raila Odinga for his own budget, a budget which he has created, taxes which he is personally defending? As a matter of fact, Azimio are just sleeping on a very good propaganda. Not even propaganda. If they can package themselves well and get good communications strategists, this government will not even be able to survive 2 years. Because they've lied and now they're being exposed. And I also tend to think, number 5, that the other reason why these people were able to tell off this gentleman is as a result of Azimio demos, the aftermath of those demos. Because they learned several things during the demos, that you can actually take on this government. You can challenge the government. You can challenge the leaders. You can stop the leaders from lying. And this also signals the possibility of mandamano, and that if those mandamano were to be called afresh, then so many Kenyans are now not happy with the Kenya Kwanza government, and they'll graciously agree to join the demos. That is something which is coming out from whatever we are witnessing and from whatever we are seeing. And lastly, I'm also concluding that William Ruto has actually fallen in his own trap. William Ruto campaigned on a promise of changing the country. He made promises that he was the Messiah who was going to solve all the problems which Kenyans were facing. And the Hustler Nation told him, okay, go ahead. He promised them a lower the cost of food and lower taxes. He's now the president. He has realized that for him to succeed, he must tax people. In fact, William Ruto is taxing people. He has agreed that is a Sakayo, the tax collector. So he was falling in his own trap. He thought he was using these guys, he was laying the trap for Raila and Uhuru to fall on the issue of tax, cost of living. He's now right there. I don't know what you think. That's my take, and may you have a good day. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.